everybody. We're just going to be working on some missions today. Um, yeah, so we got Tidus and Yuna in Final Fantasy. And I'm just going to double check my reference here before we commit to what we're doing here. Let me just check my volume here. Okay. That should probably be good. Okay, yeah. So let's just make sure we've drawn them correctly before we go ahead and start inking. And do I have a picture? No. There we go. Okay. Well, I guess we should probably have a YouTube channel too, huh? Yeah. Here's the chat. Okay. Maybe now we're ready. We'll just edit this out later. I thought I was ready to start streaming, but apparently not. Okay, there we go. Anyways, so Tidus and Yuna, we're gonna just make a couple of small adjustments to this sketch. Before we go ahead with our inks. As usual, thank you guys for joining. Give this a little bit more depth, I guess, what we're looking at here. And how about some accuracy too? Because what I had there is not right. Oh, also, we need. Hang on. We're putting the ink and pen away. I want to have him holding the sword that he has. Of course, has a very complex design, like a Final Fantasy tradition. That's okay. We're adaptable here. We can go ahead and draw it in. Okay. Things get tricky when you start doing a lot of sketching. I just realized I'm not even on camera. Here, let's fix that. I guess I need this over here. I had a feeling I was gonna do that, and I'm like, no, I'll just remember to keep it high. Oh, hey Joe, that's awesome. Yeah, portraits can be a lot of fun. Okay, so I think now we can let's get some ink on this page. Someday I'll figure out where this camera is sitting. Yeah, so we're gonna actually ink, and then I'm coloring this. I have some alcohol markers here, so we're gonna be adding color that way. I gotta show mercy on my CPU here because it's struggling today. I think I probably have too many windows open. So yeah, I got a couple inking pens. We're just gonna ink, and then as far as shading goes, I do kind of use the color for that. So you'll see as we get into the markers, I'll be able to demonstrate how we do that. Sometimes these smaller illustrations can be really tricky just because of the challenge of keeping things pretty small. And you know, you try to keep the same. I try to keep the same quality across the board with these as far as detail, but undeniably challenging when there's a lot going on. You have limited space. Oh, hey, hi, Quan. How's it going? So I know I mentioned in the description for this live that we have some Cowboy Bebop stuff too, which we are going to get to. This one is going to be color. That one is just going to stay black and white because I'm going to scan that and do digital colors. Hey, thank you. Yeah, I try really hard to keep things as tight as possible. You know, even if we are, I am technically working pretty fast here, but if we can just keep it under control, then that's like half the battle is won, you know. So I'm switching pens here. This is a fine liner. It's a 0.5. That's just for this smaller detail. I really okay. So guys, uh, there's a warm up that you can do before you start drawing. And it basically just gets your brain ready to draw. Um, oh, so on the neck, that's gonna be that's like a shadow. So I do shadows underneath the chin. Um, Yeah, so that's why that looks like that. So yeah, anyways, warm-ups. I do a bunch of circles, a bunch of lines, really light and really fast. Did I do that today? No, I didn't. Hey, Sketching the Beast, what's going on? Yes, I am actually drawing for once. We are actually doing art. We're going on vacation soon, so I got to get these commissions finished and out of here. I finished 2 paintings earlier this week, so now I'm on to these drawings that are oh so very overdue. Um, you know, the folks who ordered these joined, I apologize for the lateness. Oh, so it's I'm going on a cruise. We're hitting the Mediterranean. Um, it's doing like 6 stops in Europe. So we're gonna be in Rome, Barcelona, France, Marseille, France. Um, I can't remember the other stops, but then so this is a crazy thing. It's our 15-year anniversary. That's why we're doing such a big trip, and we've been saving a long time for it. But the cool thing is that so we fly to Spain to catch the ship. The ship is going to take us back to the U.S. So we're going to cross the Atlantic. So that should be interesting. Um, Big open ocean. Which, you know, I'm not unfamiliar with. We've done cruises before, but never just like actually like way out in the middle of the ocean. So it should be really cool. Hopefully the moon will be up while we're out there. That's always a really cool sight. Hope it's an amazing cruise. I'm super scared of cruise ships, to be honest. The Titanic's really scared me as a kid. Oh, these ships are unsinkable now. I'm just kidding. Yeah, the Titanic, I could see, you know, being a kid and seeing that, yeah, it's a little traumatizing. All right, so let's get her hair because this is actually one of the more challenging parts of this picture. So we're just gonna get it out of the way. We don't want to let things intimidate us, right? We are going to be cutting this section of page off, but I'll keep some of the extra just so I can draw into it without drawing on my desk. So we are, of course, we're going to follow the anime rules for hair. The funny story, I sort of got a cover gig when asked for thumbnails. Did like 5 of them. Oh, that's cool. Congratulations on getting a gig to do a cover. So now you got to pick between the 5 sketches. Hey, that's cool, man. Opportunity, like if you get a chance to do something, for other creators or work collaborating. I wish I had like the time and probably the patience too. I'm not I'm really like I started doing art with the goal of not having to work with other people. Oh, I see. So you sort of so it was just thumbnails is what they wanted. I got you. So then they're gonna get another artist to work off of your thumbnails? Is that what's happening? Oh, temporary glitch. Yeah. Oh no, really? Yeah, thumbnails aren't supposed to be super detailed, so I don't know, dude. Like, of course, like if it's a thumbnail sketch, you're not gonna be like, oh, let me get this anatomy right. Like that's not really it's not how that works. Man, see this is the thing, like people don't realize what artists like go through, like doing commissions and like taking work from other people, which is what you want to do, right? Like you want to make some money. But then you deal with stuff like that. And it's like, I don't know. So actually talking about that, told me his wife didn't think I had G's. He used his wife's criticism against you? Who is this guy? I'm sorry, but personally, like I'm sorry that happened first off. But for me personally, like there's a limit to how much crap I'll take from somebody who's taking a commission. It's like, yes, I am doing this thing for you. I am doing this thing for you, but it doesn't give you like power over me. And if you want your money back, you can have it. You so Tyler on YouTube, I need a real Cyclops visor, yellow lights up, please, and thank you. A real Cyclops visor? I don't know where to get you one of those. Are you suffering from optic beams? Do you have optic beams? Accidentally destroying your friends and family? Oh no, you haven't been paid yet. Dang man. So I have not operated like that for a super long time. Uh-oh, what is my camera doing? Huh? Is my camera doing something? Is it freaking out? Oh, right. So it's the stupid face tracking thing. Um Tyler says yes to the Cyclops. Well, hey, if So I'm sorry guys. I'm talking to TikTok and YouTube at the same time. So Tyler, are you looking for a Cyclops commission? Yeah, the face tracking on the Windows tablet, I gotta figure out how to turn it off because I think it's pretty annoying, honestly. And if you guys are noticing, there's that orange light uh, in my camera view right now. That is not just a light; it is this heat lamp that someone got me. And the idea is that hopefully it'll save us on heating my workspace. I think it's going to end up using more power, but we're not going to know until I use it for a whole month. But I do have an infrared heater that like a space heater. Um, that is definitely not big enough for my studio space, so it ends up running more than it should. And running a gas line out here is a headache I don't want to deal with. And, you know, it was on the list of house things to take care of. And unfortunately, our bathroom decided that it needed work. So, ooh, thank you for the tip. I will turn the music down. How do I do that? Oh, over here. Okay. Hopefully, hopefully that's better. Maybe. I think some of my music is louder than others, so like I always try to do a test before I go live and it seemed fine, but I didn't test every single song. No change here. Oh, wait. So I adjusted it on YouTube but not on TikTok. So uh hmm. Honestly, I may not be able to. Man, let's do this. Here we go. Hopefully that is that better? The real answer is I should be wearing headphones. Um so the audio signals like separated from the speakers, but I didn't feel like uh going and charging them. Just my bad. So all this yakking, and I didn't realize. I think we're good with the inks. Oh yeah, definitely let me know how the YouTube stream is if you hop over there. So we're just gonna clean up a little bit, and then we're gonna start coloring. And we'll hit this with some brighter um, sunset kind of colors, just because that seems like the vibe of the game. Every picture I found was them on the beach. I've never played Final Fantasy X, so oh really? It's clear on YouTube. That's interesting, huh? I gotta figure out. So I'm using No music. Uh-oh. I'm using a TikTok Studio and um OBS. So OBS is streaming to TikTok basically like as a webcam, but it must be picking up the media player like directly from my desktop. So I gotta figure out how to turn that off. Anyways, let's grab some markers. We got a big pile of them. Uh, Somehow I'm out of desk space. I've got a huge table. I managed to cover it with everything. Okay, so we're gonna use this extra. We are cutting this off. We're gonna use this extra space to test our colors before we commit, because you don't want to screw up on the actual page. Let's see. It's a nice orange. We could probably use that on his coat sleeve. He's one of those like asymmetrically designed characters. So we'll skip that one. Lemon yellow. That's pretty good. I like that one. So hang on to that. And then our last bit of yellow shading should be almost brown, but that's really brown. I think that'll work. Ooh, we gotta do a little bit more erasing here. Her face is all dirty, it's still sketchy. Okay, and then the sword is blue. TikTok. So I didn't realize that they were slowing down my views until recently. I got into the settings on the website, and apparently they think I violated some policies, and so they were actually like slowing me down. They just recently like took me out of view jail. I don't know if it was copyrighted music or whatever it was. They didn't like it, and they hit me with a penalty without telling me. But that's just now clearing up. So we're doing decent on there. There's 400 views, so that's not bad. My next show is When I Will See You. It's at Steel City. Because we're gone for most of November. It's an 18-day vacation, so it'll be nice, a nice reset. Okay. We're looking at our reference again, just so I don't mess up. Honestly, this is gonna work for his hair too. So why don't we start that? So we have to go with the overhead light because of where we laid that little bit of shading underneath their chins, which is fine. That's an easy kind of light source to deal with. And I just realized I inked something that was actually sketched. So let's go back and 3 shows in November. Wow. Um, Good for you, because I don't think I could handle 3 shows in 1 month. But hopefully you guys have some good events, like decent turnout, some good sales. It's been a rough year, man. This year, I think a lot of people are tightening their wallets because of the economy, and not even necessarily like what's happening with the economy. It's just the feeling around it. Like people are on edge. Is understandable. Things are a little unpredictable right now. And no, we are not talking politics. Uh, just generally, like that's the vibe I'm getting. Is just people are a little bit more cautious about their spending, which is tough because art is an entertainment thing. Small 1 day. Oh, good 1 day shows. That's pretty easy. Yeah, there's a couple 1 day shows I do want to just like go and check out. Like I'm not expecting there to be like thousands of people because that's not how those work, right? But even just like a couple of small shows, sales here and there, it does add up. Like, you got your yearly total that you're trying to hit, and like they can help you to get close to that at least. And again, like networking too, which it does have value, even though money's great. Money's great too, but networking can be valuable as well. Man, I swear these character designs, they make them so complicated sometimes. Um, there's somebody who was talking to me about a Overwatch commission, and he's like, "Yeah, I just want these like 20 characters," and I'm like, "Oh my god, Overwatch? Are you serious?" Like those characters designs are insane, and they're all it's the cases where you have those asymmetrical like character designs too. Trying to knock out a few more pieces before these next ones. 1 day show is free. Oh, nice. Is the show you're talking about? Is it the local guy? He's like just outside of Buffalo. He was at the last Buffalo show. I may have talked to him because he was doing one like that weekend. Well, the next weekend after, I should say, after the Buffalo show. Uh, I meant to go and check it out, and I had forgot. Overwatch designs are just absolutely bonkers. Like, good for you guys. Like, they're really cool. Like, they're very iconic looking characters. But could you imagine if that was like an animated show, which I think will never happen because of the design work in it? Because it's so much. They poured so many little details into those character models. The game show a lot like a casino. Oh, okay. There was going to be an event at the Hamburg Fairgrounds, which I literally live like 3 seconds from. It was going to be a Comic Con, and then like I followed it, and then not too long ago I went back to look to see an update, and they're like, "Sorry, it's canceled." Hey, that's cool. Dude, that's the power of networking right there. Like getting the friend referral into an event and then getting it free on top. Like, yeah, how do you say no to that? Oh man, I'm not complaining, but even for this tight shot, the amount of detail that I have to do with these guys is it's pretty nuts. Or maybe I am complaining a little bit. Woo. Did I mention the new heater? I gotta take this off. I'm dying. Hang on. It's got a lower setting. I'm actually sweating. That's impressive. So it's one of those like, actually, let's see if I can get it in the shot here. Camera? Oh, I gotta, oh, wait. I gotta get close. And then far away. There it is. Oh, wait. Yeah, they decided not to do it for some reason. It's bonkers. Interesting. Mm. Okay, let's. There's a couple spots on these characters that are just white, so we're gonna use It's a very light blue. Yeah, we're gonna use light blue as our shadow for the white areas. Then we gotta get his glove, her hair, and then we can do some skin tones. Which you guys, I usually try to do skin first, but I kind of got distracted because we're live streaming, so it's fine. It'll be fine. We're using a slightly different gray for his glove, just so it stands out from the hilt of the sword that he's holding. Oh, hey, thanks for joining. Good catching up with you. I hope you have a good day. All right, so we will. Let me just mess with this one more time. So there's a media player. And this primary speaker. Sorry guys, I'm just trying to figure out my TikTok sound issue. Oh, maybe that did it. Maybe. We'll see. All right. Anyways, so her hair. I'm looking at these reference pictures. Her hair is like sort of black, but sort of brown. Let's say it's the dark walnut kind of color. So I have warm gray here, which sort of falls in that cat. We're gonna go with this. This does happen when you work with markers. You're never gonna find exactly the color. You'll get close, but so if we can get as close as possible to what the original color is, that is a win. You guys will notice I'm pushing uh, the the marker in the direction that her hair goes in. It just allows us to do a little bit more rendering using the color on the fly instead of just shading. Now we add a little bit of shine instead of just filling it in. And all we're doing is leaving a couple of spots of white. Okay, let's switch to our darker. This is warm gray sticks, not quite black, but combined with that first layer of color and also our line work, it'll look close. All right, let's use the smaller end here. Just fill in her eyebrows. They don't look weird. Okay, so we have questions. What color are her eyes? Are they blue? They're green. Good thing we checked. Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. I'm not thrilled uh, with the hair color we ended up with. So let's hit it with a layer of brown. To get her actual color. A evil approach, but it does give us like a layer of depth to this single color of brown, so we don't have to use any more. There we go. A little bit more accurate. So, skin tones. The hardest part of these illustrations, getting skin tones correct. think that will work. So we managed to grab the right color. You don't need to use a ton of it. These characters have a fairly light complexion. So we have some white finish. We get our highlight. It is good to get these things done. We'll say that. Not crazy about having clients wait super long for their art, but I feel like these last few I really did just kind of didn't have time to do them justice. And when that happens, I'm not gonna rush it. I'm not gonna force my way through a commission. I want it to be good every single time. All right, let's tackle his background. So we were thinking some sunset kind of colors. Um, let's see if we can achieve that. We got a pale purple. We're gonna go with this one. I'd like to find a pink. Hmm. That's a little dark. I do like the set of markers, but that's my only complaint is their paints in purple selection are kind of lacking. There isn't as much variety as I hoped for. Light orange, not quite right. You might be able to use the orange from earlier. So like, hang on. I think that's it. All right, we're gonna go for it. Fill this background. Pretty much gonna do the whole thing. It's not a big commission. Um, I'm not worried about absolutely destroying my markers with its backgrounds, which I have done before. Sometimes I forget about the fact that these markers can run out mid drawing, which is a nightmare. Because even if you have another set, um, because you're dealing with pigment for the markers, you're not always going to get the exact same color. You'll get really close. And so, you know, your marker dies halfway through, and you're like, oh, I'll just keep going. And that's only sort of true. It's just the right color. We're just, I'm double guessing myself here. Hang on. Whew. These are some buttery yellows they have in this set. Like, really rich. Like, it's nice. All right, then we'll use a very pale yellow to just kind of cap this off. We'll leave a little white at the top. I do want to grab our middle pink tone and just kind of darken this up a little bit. A very subtle difference, but it does make a difference. And hey, I think we're in good shape here. Why don't we just grab one little spot here. Add some more shading to their skin. And then I think we can call it. I believe that's it. So let's cut it. We're going to cut off the excess test paper here, and we'll say it's done. And we're not going to forget to sign it. I know I keep forgetting to do that, but we're going to sign this one. There we go. So, Tidus and Yuna finally finished. All right, guys. Thank you for joining. Thanks for hanging out. This has been a lot of fun. There's our finished commission. Tidus and Yuna, Final Fantasy. We do have Ein and Edward we're going to be working on later. But for now, we're going to take a break, and then we'll come back with another stream. Thanks for joining. Whoop. Hmm.